Microinsurance is insurance for the poor. People pay little premiums and they are helped out in crisis.
And how does it work? Where does this work already?
No, I mean, this is working in many countries. In the Philippines, for example, 20% of all Filipinos do have microinsurance. And when last year Cyclone Haiyan hit the country, 14% of the people had microinsurance. They get fast money, they could rebuild their homes, and this is what it's all about. It doesn't cover everything like in our northern countries that you get every money for everything, but it helps you out in crisis, and it's a very good tool to overcome heavy storms or climate change related impacts.
I mean, what's the business plan here? What sort of companies would get into microinsurance?
First of all, it's governments who see it as one piece of social security. They subsidize premiums, but also the private sector is looking into it. As said, premiums are low. It can be only $1 a week for a health insurance for a full family. However, if you have a large group of people, it can even be beneficial or profitable.
I mean, if they're only getting a small bit back, is this just a sort of a very small and inadequate sticking plaster? If your house gets wrecked and you're given enough money to build the house again and the ceiling, but you don't have any of the contents anymore, I mean, is it really an answer?
It is really an answer because in this crisis people need money. They need the money to get to a hospital, to get surgery or to get medication. And I'll give you an example from the Caribbean. The Munich Climate Insurance Initiative has put up a so-called livelihood protection policy there. People for the value of 4 meals can get a policy, and if there is a heavy storm they get some up to $500 back. And if you are a fisherman or a taxi driver or you work in tourism and you get $500, this is exactly the money you need to get back to business and to sustain your family's life.
And what about the application process? I mean, I think every time I've applied for insurance in the last 10 years I've just done it online very quickly. And I don't know where my documents are, but I think they get sent to an email. How could people apply for microinsurance? Presumably not everyone around the world has instant access to broadband. So what are the kind of ways that this could work?
One large change is mobile phones, that people pay their premiums through mobile phones, and also the management is done by mobile phone. But microinsurance does not work for individuals out there. It best works where societies are already established, or self-help groups, associations, unions, and this is where it works, where you have a large group of people who know about their risks and through a cooperative bank, for example, can buy these policies. So distribution is difficult, and since the premium income is low, it's very difficult to manage this.
And is this something that you would like to see, or is being talked about in discussions over climate compensation or loss and damage, or is this something that is being, I don't know, inserted into various texts referring to adaptation in the talks? Give us a sense about how that fits into where we are here.
I would say microinsurance, or as we also say index insurance, is one tool for adaptation and coping. It's only a financial mechanism, but it's needed, and there are other importance like disaster prevention, education, awareness building, and so on. But it is one tool, and it can be applied, and Haiyan showed us if 14% of the people affected got money, it helped them to come back to life.